forward to it all week. The Ducks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Flores. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll leave it with him. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18. Guys, let's take a minute here and think about UCLA. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency for the second half of the season, David. I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out, not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
Scanning the field, it's Iamaleava. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Third down defense is so pivotal in a football game. In this third down, nice job. Good coverage in the back end, but the rush gets home, forcing the 4th down. Nice start for this defense.
And the Bruins will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. They make the stop.
Oh my God,
That's exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Out of the gun. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. The Ducks will hustle to the line. Back to pass. Finds his tight end. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout.
Oh my God, man.
Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 40.
This damn DB is cool.
And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Bruins.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Keep on forgetting his defense plays really good all the time.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Benson.
Offense is where he really lacks most of the time.
To the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone.
I just gotta be
And
patient.
Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Smith takes the handoff. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. That's caught. It's Benson. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? The first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Touchdown!
That's not who I even wanted to throw it to.
Once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Flores. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Breaks into the open. Quick step and go. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. The Bruins come to the line in the hurry-up.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're
Why
an
is it
offense,
clicking
you move
onto
him
the wrong
around,
people?
and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
The Bruin uniforms look pretty, but don't let it fool you. They'll stick their face in the fan and run it tough like a Freeman McNeil used to.
Okay, a good pull. Freeman McNeil, I don't remember him, but I do remember a guy like Maurice Jones-Drew, who's a little bowling ball and just ran physical, and just finding those guys that you can feature in your offense.
Looking to pass. It's Iamaleava. Right on the money. And the Bruins with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Give to the running back. Open space at the 25. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
The Bruins with the 1st and 10. Just going to keep it after the snap. And they corral him at the 2-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Wow, you usually don't get that wide open in the end zone. If that ball comes in like that, that's a play the receiver has just got to be able to make for his team.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football, but when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the run.
On 4th down, trying to find his man.
Oh my gosh, man.
Touchdown, UCLA!
Man, find your way weapons. Nice job by the quarterback, finding the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest, walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So an 82-yard drive there. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Handoff from the gun.
Oh, these linemen don't want to run block for nothing.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Just what they were.
Just tell me you don't want to run block without telling me.
That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Got enough for the first. Still running up for 40.
There's that man. Oh, damn, he quick. That must be that corner that ran it back.
After that terrific run. And the Ducks trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Moore to the air. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. The screen always seems so easy until you find all of that traffic right in front, Jesse.
Yeah, and we see so many screens in college football these days. The ball getting spit out quickly. I think more and more defenses, Reese, today are just expecting it. They're practicing against it all week leading up to games. You can tell this defense well-versed right now on how to stop these types of plays.
Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's third and goal. Making side adjustments here. Slams ahead. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
These cats really don't want to block on the run at all.
I'm not into chasing points this early in the game. I think you just take the field goal, you try to pay this drive off, and this opportunity to put something on the board.
Well, and nowadays you have these analytical cards, and the coaches, they literally look at every situation. Is it more advantageous to go for it or kick it? That's how they'll make this decision.
He'll bring it out. It's Flores. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
third and short. They'll try to convert through the air. Catch in the middle. It's Wilson.
God damn it, man.
The 20. Touchdown, Bruins. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off play action on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points.
There he goes. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Now from the 40, it's first and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Moore will throw. He wants to take the top off. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Ducks! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Coming out with it, it's Matthews. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback.
Oh, defense got to tighten up, man.
They've got a little time here to put together a...
I don't feel like I'm playing defense that well either. So.
They'll go to the ground. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
These dudes ain't reacting to the run really that well either. It's bad.
You can also go outside. You can really do it all.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. And the Bruins in a good spot here with second and short. On the run, it's Thomas. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Wants to throw on third. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Turning it on. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Bruins want to crank the tempo. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
They're going to run it. And he's swallowed up at
About
the
time
line
a
of
defensive
scrimmage by
tackle
the
gets
big
off.
defensive tackle. Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely
God, that
nuts.
would have been a
I
pick.
used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
second long. Try to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing an incompletion.
And they'll send out the field goal.
I'm gonna miss it somehow.
This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
Damn.
And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Pulls it in. It's Moore.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Steps away. Finds a man on the right. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. The play action fake. Here comes the heat. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Great job of execution in the passing game. QB and his target on the exact same page. The extra point now is going to tie this thing up. They've got some real momentum here heading into halftime.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. Under fire. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Oh, I get the ball.
About to kick it away again as we
I didn't
are
think.
tied
Oh
up
yeah,
in the
oh yeah.
third quarter.
They kick it off.
Fielded in the end zone, it's low. I know he thinks he can house every return.
That only
Sometimes
took
you
1
just have to
second.
take a knee as he stopped at the 14.
2, 3. That took 3 seconds.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. first drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and long or third and inches, you just have to go execute. And they do it.
They'll give it to him again. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. The Ducks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Out of the gun to give to the back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Moore to the air. Makes the grab. It's Moore. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
From the gun, the ground game. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
And the Ducks come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense.
Makes the grab, ready for the first down.
Oh, and I love that play call on fourth down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football, create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Moore will throw. Buying some time. Fires on the move. He's got it. Touchdown, Ducks! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. You need me to run it, I'll run it. You need me to throw it, I can do that too.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put with this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Matthews. Oh, he's got some space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. He's got the tight end. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. And the Bruins head it quickly to the line.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the air. It's Iamaleava. Snagged out of the air. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Runs through the tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, to the next, to the next. The offensive line will have to do a lot better job, giving him some more space so he can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
To the air on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Flores. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
On second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Right back to him on the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Tough to beat action, gentlemen. You know that. And let's take a look at the highlights. UMass is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sam the Minuteman isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 4 over Ohio. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Off the play fake on first down. Rushes on him. He fires to the left side. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Quick completion to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Moore to the air. Fires to the big fella. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. On the move, it's Green. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Got it behind the line. It's Hill. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Throws for the end zone. It's complete. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Moore will throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
And right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. Makes the catch. It's Matthews. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your 2nd and 3rd read some, but we got to stay aggressive.
Intercepted, and the defense is set him up. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
We've seen this defense make plays time and time again in this
Finally
game.
read him.
And Oregon has it back, and here offense and a chance to build on it, David.
Yeah, the defense did a great job. Now, the offense, you know what you're going to get from this defense. They have to be aggressive. They're trying to get the football back later in the game, Jesse.
Because they're going to be so aggressive too, David, you know, on offense now, you have a chance to break one maybe in the run game or finding a one-on-one matchup in the passing game to really pad the lead.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. And he'll hold it and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw. It's Iamaleava using the quick game.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
Breaks into the open. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Wants to go up top on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. The defense makes...
I needed that one.